Well, it's another very beautiful day in the city of Abuja, Federal Capital Territory, Nigeria, as we visit a justice campaigner, legal icon, in the person of Dr. Kayode Ajulo. He is the chairman founder of Egalitarian African Mission and the founder of the Castle of Law Chambers, Abuja. Here today in Abuja, we are going to meet him to discuss on policy matters, legal issues, and social justice issues in Nigeria and across the world, as we visit his brand new chambers at 21 Amazon Street, Ministers Hill, Maitama, Abuja. And that is a very good one today, as we be getting enough from him on issues around the world, especially what we have to gain from the diplomatic role between Nigeria and South Africa, and some other trending issue in the polity in Nigeria and across the world. You're going to join me now as I go directly into the chamber to meet the Mayegun Aare Ona Kakanfo of Yoruba land and the Bamofin Ilewe of Akure land in Ondo State. Follow me into the chambers of Barrister Kayode Ajulo. It's another very beautiful occasion, like I said the other time before coming into the chambers, that we're meeting an eminent personality, a legal icon, a justice campaigner, and one of Nigerian leading lawyers and legal experts, Dr. Kayode Ajulo. He's the founder, CEO, Egalitarian Mission Africa, and he's a very optimistic Nigerian who believes in the rule of law. He's been campaigning for social justice in every aspect of the polity, especially across Nigeria and West Africa. We are privileged to meet him today in Abuja after many hours. He's been busy, and today is another opportunity to meet him, to talk to him, and we will be talking about issues as relating to policy, especially the xenophobic attack and the imminent diplomatic role between Nigeria and South Africa, and some other issues around the world. With total honor, sir, we are very grateful meeting you today. It's a rare privilege. We've been trying to meet you in the last 48 hours, and we learned you've been so busy. To start with, sir, how do you feel right now with the situation in Nigeria? You've been one of those who have been pressing for a good democracy, a good life for the citizen, and we can call full-fledged dividend of democracy. But are you really happy with the situation of things in Nigeria right now, sir?
Well, answering that, I believe it's going to be in different dimension. I'm going to have something like a rainbow answer. Rainbow answer in the sense that it will be if you have different colors in the sense that if we are to discuss Nigerian problem or Nigeria polity, I don't think we should be celebrating our problem. I think it calls for different dimension, where you are having some hurricane in some areas, You have some sober reflection in some areas, and in some areas you try to sound the warning that the marching world should continue to be vigilance. Vigilance in the sense that, let me start from that point, Nigeria needs to be vigilant when it comes to governance. Power is what you use to govern, and when it comes to power, it is being said, power corrupt, absolute power corrupt absolutely. That means that irrespective of whosoever, even if power is given to an angel sometimes is expected to falter, and that is why we continue to call for ever vigilance. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect in the sense that you can't expect, so far that is Almighty God that created us, you can't expect everything to be perfect. We all need to have a yardstick. Nigerian need as an aspiration is to ensure at all time by vigilance.
So you are one of those who have always pushed for a good, what can I call it, a good life, a better life. You fought this war over the years, even from your days in NANS right to your day in the Labour Party, and as a private legal practitioner. With what we are seeing now across the country, I want to know, are you happy with the way people are lamenting, a lot of arguments here and there that life is no more very friendly in terms of economic development, in terms of benefit of democracy and all that? Are you happy? Because I know you have always pushed for a democratic solution to a lot of problems.
Well, that question, you can't have yes or no answer with that question. And I said that, judging from the that time immemorial, by the time you check the history of the world, right from medieval time, the golden age, the stone age, down to medieval time, down to the 19th century to today, there's always agitation. People we need to complain. I'm yet to see anywhere where people will say it's Eureka, we have the best of time. I don't think it will be possible. But what matters most is let me use the word struggle. We struggle for better life. We struggle for a life where the majority of the people will be able to say yes, we have it. But unfortunately, we're in the situation that you see when things is working well, people will never complain. It's only those who are not happy that are complaining. I wish those who are even happy now should come out to say yes, this is the best time, but it never happened. It's like, for example, I know that sometimes that you have a good time with your practice, with your profession, good money, but I'm sure you will never go to the rooftop to say, hey, it has happened, I'm having good money. But we never pray for. Let's assume that one meets some misfortune. Both friends and family, kids, everybody will hear about it. Not that I'm trying to justify the situation in Nigeria. Yes, we still have a lot of way to go. But I want to say that the situation, particularly when you mention our struggle, we struggle, we look forward to a democratic setting, because this has been the main thing in the best form of practice now. Of course, like I keep on saying, the worst of democratic government is better than the best of the military government. We've looked for that. We have democracy now. And like I said, it is still the continuation of struggle to go to perfection. It is not yet huru. We continue to fight. But at least we are getting some dividend of our struggle. Today, we have a progressive government in place. Today, we have Muhammadu Buhari, irrespective of whether some people will say they have some issue, but they can say this is someone who has been so transparent enough, honest enough to say this is what I want to do. He talked about the issue of fighting corruption. He talked about the issue of ensuring that our economy should rise above board, and he talked about security. And whatsoever we may call it, this is what he has been pursuing rigorously. And I keep on saying, one of the main problems of Nigeria, we have been so blessed with vast resources, in which even if this resource could be harnessed and we should now divide it, it will have been a great day for all Nigerians. But unfortunately, because of corruption, that is one of the main reasons we have. And if you have a government, a president who has placed so premium to fight corruption, then give it to you. So, like I said, that question, it takes, I can't give you a yes or no answer to that, but we just believe that we just continue to march on. We're going to fight for on, and at the end of the day, it will be Uru to us.
Recently, you moved the chambers from the old place somewhere in area 4, and you moved to this new place. It's a hilly place, and it's called Amazon. What does it cost you to organize, to have one of the biggest chambers? I mean, when I came in here, I saw a lot of development, a lot of law books. It has expanded so much. Even the piano room, everything has become so gigantic.
Hey, please, I told you before this interview, as a lawyer, we have our ethics.
Okay, sir.
We have our rules. There are some things I don't like to bring into fore. And this is one of this, my practice, because anything I do is as if one is touting. So please, you will excuse me. I won't like to discuss anything else.
Now let's talk about the array of Yoruba land. That's the Otunba. The Mayegun Aare Ona Kakanfo and the Bamufinlewe of Akure land. What does all this title? What is the responsibility that confines on you, especially the Mayegun title, which is very sensitive, and it's almost like a political title in the Yoruba?
Like I tell in one of the interviews, remember I gave it, I said, look, it's more, I see it as an honor and a challenge. A challenge to do good, challenge to know that people are looking at you, people are watching you, every of your move, every of your step, every of your utterances is being weighed the way it is, and it comes with a lot of responsibility. I see the title as, like many people will be asking me, how old are you? You are taking this title. I said, look, but you should know one thing. When Brian Babangida was conferred with the Order of the Garter in the United Kingdom by the Queen Elizabeth II, he raced to United Kingdom to take it, and we all saluted him. Sir Amadu Bello, Sir Tafawa Balewa, Sir Adesoji Aderemi, they are knights of one order or another in the United Kingdom. These are the things people look up to. The only problem is that and this is part of what we call xenophobia, another xeno, that where we seem not to hate, where we seem to hate what belongs to us. The colonial masters are make you to believe that your God is evil, to believe that your title is evil. It's the same thing. The Mayegun Aare Ona Kakanfo is more like a knight. It's not an inheritance. It is not that maybe because my father has been one, then I must be given. It is what you have merited. And if it's given to you, I see that I've been knighted. I see that I've been given such honor. And it's like a Queen of England giving me the knight, and to tell me I should be on my knee, I should rise as a knight of Order of Garter, or whatever you can call it. And to me, I see like an honor that is being given. At what age? At my age, some years back, 20, 30, I never believed I would take any of such award. And they keep coming. My joy there is that it's not paid for. It's not bought. I know the list, several of the kings, even in the north, in the south, will tell you we want to do this. And I do ask myself why. And I think this is more like a challenge. I think it is good for our polity. But like what I told someone, I said, well, I think the highest order, the highest honor that I'm expecting to come, I'm looking forward to it. And very soon, it will soon come.
What's the highest honor, sir?
Professionally, it's always good. Professionally, it's always good to be so honored. And I think that to me is the biggest honor.
I want to ask this question before I round up. The Aare Mayegun is a very sensitive position, but what are you going to do to Yoruba Obas that appear to have lost the maturity of kingship? I mean, there is a particular one. I'm sorry to raise this.
No. I will not allow you to say that. Okay. Look, part of being an Omoluabi is to be diplomatic. Okay. Part of being an Omoluabi is to, of course, you have to be resilient. You have to be tough. But again, there are some things that we have to. There are many ways to go about it. There are many ways to kill a rat. I think you know that.
Oh yes.
But you don't reveal on. And like a general that we are made to believe you are, only a stupid general that will raise all his strategy to the whole world. When it comes to the Obas, they are our KBC, we respect them. in as much as it is expected that maybe some of them will do good and some of them will do bad or worse, we always have a mechanism. This is being addressed. As Mayegun Aare Ona Kakanfo, it's your duty to see that things is like you stabilize, you make things work. And we are doing it our own way. We are doing it our own way. I talk to most of the KBSs every day in some things, but we shouldn't be on the pages of newspaper or on the social media, which be castigating ourselves. That's why I said you need not move forward. We move forward without question. We know how to do it, and that is what makes us a Yoruba, and Omoluabi Yoruba that we are.
I mean, last note, sir, 2023 is coming. A lot of people said the Yorubas are ripe to become president in this country. And so people are proposing some different candidates. Some are coming up with the Tinubu theory. Some are saying Fashola theory. Some are saying Kayode theory and all that. Do you think the Yorubas will be president in this country? You being a political scientist and the former National Secretary of Labour Party and somebody who is very familiar with political terrain in Nigeria, what is the opinion of 2023 concerning the Southwest?
You just mentioned some names. All these names are eminently qualified to rule this country. And my position is this: as at the right time, Yoruba will choose who will lead them, and Yoruba will choose who will lead Nigeria. But as it is, I always believe that there's no tribe that has a monopoly of power. And I believe the monopoly of power and monopoly to govern. And I believe, in as much as Yorubas are eminently qualified, those in Southeast, they are eminently qualified, and those in the North. I believe at the right time, Nigeria will speak with one voice, and Nigeria will choose its leader. And whosoever that is chosen will go with such person.
And give a last word to Nigerians, young people, especially as regard the young people are having a lot of problem. Recently, the FBI arrested 80 people on the credit scam and all that. A lot of young people are going to Yahoo, but right now they kind of telling them what to do. What do you think the young people need to do to get to this level? You have worked so hard from the young age. You have achieved a lot of things at the very young, tender age. You didn't just start and started flying. You crawled, walked, and today you are there.
Well, in as much as one has so much to say, I believe, let me just say it the way my father used to say it, and that is my word to the young people. There's dignity in labor. They need to work and work hard. Thank you.